Hello everyone, this is Sarvahita, Assistant Professor of MCA Department from Rohini College of Engineering and Technology. I am here to explain a few topics of the subject MC4205 Cyber Security. Here we are going to discuss about security architecture and malware protection. First, let us see about cyber security architecture. A cyber security architecture is the foundation of an organization's defense against the cyber threats and ensures that all the components of its IT infrastructure are protected. Environments that are secured by a cyber security architecture includes cloud, networks, IoT, endpoints, mobile. The security architecture components. According to internal auditors, effective and efficient cybersecurity architecture consists of three major components. Those are people, processes, and tools that work together to protect your company's assets. To align these components, the architecture needs to be driven by your security policy by stating your security architecture, expectation, implementation plan, and enforcement process. The components listed below are part of an effective and carefully planned security architecture. The direction in the area of incident response to threats, disaster recovery, systems configuration, account creation and management, and cybersecurity monitoring. So, identity management. It is decided that the inclusion and exclusion of those subject to the domain of the security architecture and access and border control, validation and adjustment of the architecture, training. Now let us see about the features of cybersecurity architecture. The following are some of the features of cybersecurity architecture. That are the network elements, network nodes like the computers, NICs, repeaters, hubs, bridges, switches, routers, modems, gateways, etc. The network communication protocols are TCP/IP, DHCP, DNS, FTP, HTTP, IMAP. So, network connections between the nodes using the specific protocols and network topologies among the nodes such as point-to-point, circular, chain, and hybrid. Malware protection. Malware protection depends upon what is the malware about. So, malware is a blanket term for viruses, trojans, and other destructive computer programs threat actors use to infect the systems and networks in order to gain the access to sensitive information. So, malware in short we call it as that is malicious software, we call it as malware. So, it is a file or a code typically delivered over the network that infects, exploits, steals, or conducts virtually any behavior an attacker wants. So, because the malware comes in so many variants, there are numerous methods to infect the computer systems. Provide the remote protocol control for an attacker to use an infected machine. Send spam from the infected machine to unsuspecting targets. Investigate the infected user's local network. Steal sensitive data. Now let us see about the types of malware. Malware is an inclusive term of all types of malicious software. Examples are malware attack definitions and methods for spreading the malware include adware, botnets, cryptojacking. So these are some of the examples for malware. So adware means while some forms of adware may be considered legitimate, others make unauthorized access to the computer systems and greatly disrupt the users. Botnets, it is a short for robot network. These are networks of infected computers under the control of single attacking parties using the command and control servers. Cryptojacking, it is a malicious crypto mining, that is the process of using the computer power to verify the transactions on a blockchain network and earning the cryptocurrency for providing that services. That happens when the cyber criminals hack into both business and personal computers, laptops, and mobile devices to install the software. Types of malware attacks. The malware also uses a variety of methods to spread itself to the computer system beyond an initial attack vector. The malware attack definitions, which includes the email attachments containing the malicious code, can be opened and therefore executed by unsuspecting users. If those emails are forwarded, the malware can spread even deeper into an organization, further compromising a network. The file servers, such as those based on the common internet file system and the network file system, can enable the malware to spread quickly as users access and download the infected files. The file sharing software can allow the malware to replicate itself onto removable media and then onto the computer systems and networks. Peer-to-peer file sharing can introduce malware by sharing the files as seemingly harmless as music or pictures. How to prevent malware? A variety of security solutions are used to detect and prevent the malware, and these include the firewalls, next generation firewalls, network intrusion prevention systems, deep packet inspection capabilities, unified threat management systems, antivirus and anti-spam gateways, virtual private networks, content filtering, and data leak prevention systems. The malware detection. Advanced malware analysis and detection tools exist such as firewalls, intrusion prevention systems, and sandboxing solutions. Some malware types are easier to detect, such as ransomware, which makes itself known immediately upon encrypting your files. So other malwares like spyware may remain on a target system silently to allow an adversary to maintain the access to the system. Regardless of the malware type or malware meaning, its detectability or the person deploying it, the intent of malware use is always malicious. Malware removal. Antivirus software can remove the standard infection types, and many options exist for off the shelf solutions. Cortex XDR enables the remediation on the endpoint following an alert or the investigation, giving the administrators the option to begin a variety of mitigation steps, starting with an isolation endpoints by disabling all the network access on the compromised endpoints except the traffic on the Cortex XDR console, terminating the processes to stop any running malware from continuing to perform the malicious activity on the endpoint, and blocking the additional executions before quarantining the malicious files and removing them from their working directories if the Cortex XDR agent has not already done so. Malware protection. To protect our organization against malware, you need a holistic enterprise wide malware protection strategy. So commodity threats are exploits that are less sophisticated and more easily detected and prevented using a combination of antivirus, anti-spyware and vulnerability protection features along with URL filtering and application identification capabilities on the firewall. Thank you.